Your dreams ever felt so big? I feel like, damn, they so high. I know my dreams all the way up there. I'm just ready to make my dreams come true. I got too much to achieve. I got a family to feed. So let me take y'all into Kel's world. This is me. I've been manifesting all day.
Hey y'all, and welcome to Kel's world. So in today's video, the topic of discussion is why is it important for sickle cell patients to drink water and have a healthy diet? So let's get into it. So I'll start with why we need to stay hydrated. The reason why sickle cell, I'm gonna just call us warriors, sickle cell warriors need to stay hydrated is to promote like flowing blood, and that risks you being dehydrated, which causes sickle cell crisis, and you don't want that. So that's why it's important to stay hydrated. Like, it also helps you produce like more red blood cells. The more you're staying hydrated, letting your blood flow through you, and that's what you want. You want your blood to like flow and not be sickling up for you to get a crisis. So yeah, I don't know, I just try to jump right into the video, but yeah, I just got back home yesterday or Wednesday, because it's Friday now, Wednesday from the hospital, because I had to get blood. And you know, my energy, I've been telling y'all, it has been low, so I needed to get a blood transfusion. So that's what went on from Monday to Wednesday. And you know, they have this new policy at the hospital that I go to that when you get a blood transfusion, you don't sit in an emergency room. You have to get admitted into the hospital to get blood. And that was just a hassle, because the blood that was for me, well, first they got to type and cross you, and then once they figure out the blood that you need, they have to find this blood for you. So the blood that I needed was actually in Maine, so they had to ship it out to the hospital that I'm at and then give me the blood. So I didn't get the blood transfusion until about, I want to say like 4 o'clock in the morning, because I had got there around 4:30 that like the day of Monday, and then I didn't get the blood until 4 a.m. of Tuesday morning pretty much. So that was the whole thing. Like, I'm feeling so much better. Like, energy is definitely, you know, getting there. But like, if anybody knows, like when you go to the hospital, you just kind of be recovering from like exhaustion of just being confined to one room. So it's like I'm trying to get back adjusted and like, you know, feeling better and stuff like that. Like today I went for a walk and like just try to get up and clean up and not like lay in the bed too much, because you want to get your like blood and everything flowing and pumping. So I was trying to do something, you know, to get myself feeling good. And I was like, let me do the video of this discussion of why it's important to stay hydrated and have a healthy diet. So we talked about the hydration part. Like, yes, drink a lot of water. Like, they stress that to me so much, and I'm gonna stress it to y'all too. Like, drink water, drink water, drink water. Like, it's important. Drink water. So like me, I drink a lot. This is probably like my first one of the day, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna drink more water throughout the day, because like I know I need it. And then I found this article about like, you know, having a healthy diet with sickle cell and stuff like that, some things that you should eat when you have sickle cell. My bad, y'all, want to get comfortable. So yeah, I saw this article online, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna read that to y'all. So I have an article in this video, and it says eating with sickle cell. So, and it says high energy nutrition recipes. I guess they put recipes in here too. So it said, let's talk about nutrition and sickle cell disease. Good nutrition is very important for people with sickle cell disease. It helps promote health and prevent complication. Children with sickle cell disease need a diet that provides plenty of calories, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Their bodies use more energy. They break down red blood cells faster than other children. Higher energy needs make it common for affected children to be shorter and thinner than their peers. Yeah, so we talked about that in the first video. I remember y'all like, I remember saying like, you know, sickle cell can delay like your puberty and stuff like that. So I'm glad they brought that up in the article. It says kids with sickle cell disease can often catch up to their peers if they meet their energy needs. So high calorie foods or extra snacks can be helpful, and that's why they develop a cookbook. So meeting fluid needs is also important for sickle cell. It's common for affected children to have problems with kidney and fluid retention. So pushing fluids is often necessary. Extra fluids also help prevent red blood cells from sticking, which can help with pain relief. It is important to know that children with sickle cell disease are sick. They often lose fluids through vomiting, diarrhea, fever, and reduced fluid intake, which can lead to dehydration. Fluid needs are more intense during hot weather when traveling and can cause dehydration. So yeah, and then they list some ways that you can notice if you have dehydration, which are dark urine, dry mouth, difficulty or burning when urinating, and sunken eyes. It's helpful for children with sickle cell disease to have extra water breaks. So yeah, I remember that in school, like I used to always have to get a note to, like, I have sickle cell, I'm bringing a bottle of water to school, or my cup, or let me go to the water fountain to drink more water. And also, like, when you're drinking more water, obviously you need to use the bathroom, so have extra more like bathroom breaks as well. So yeah. And then it says vitamins and mineral supplements are recommended for children with sickle cell disease. Often affected children must take folic acid. So yes, you do have to take folic acid. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been taking it, but like now I'm gonna definitely go and take it and get like all the supplements and everything that I need to help me, because at my old doctor, I'm not gonna get too much into talking about it, but they just were like horrible doctors. Like the doctor that I had when I first started going to the hematologist out here, I literally, the last time I seen her, I was 3 months pregnant. My baby is like almost 2.5 now. So I haven't seen you in like years, and that's ridiculous. So they always was sending like the nurse, like she was never there or anything. And it was just like too much. And every time I need something, like, oh, if I'm telling them, hey, I'm having pain, whatever, or I need a blood transfusion or whatever, it was always something. So I just was like, I'm going to a new place. So I finally got with this new place that I've been looking up and researching, and I'll have an appointment with them soon. So I'm pretty excited about that, because like your doctors definitely matter and stuff like that. And if you can see they're not really caring about us. Pretty much most of the people in the medical field, they don't be caring about sickle cell patients, because I know so many experiences and stories and testimony told about people who with their doctors and also going to their emergency room, how we're always having problems, or they look at us as drug seekers, or just a lot of like stuff and stigmas around people with sickle cell. And we'll definitely talk about that more in the series as well, so I'm not even going to get too into that. But it's very important to have your supplements, like maybe if you take vitamin D, a folic acid, potassium, things like that. So folic acid basis, what is it and where to find it? Folate is a type of vitamin D that helps prevent anemia. Folic acid is also helpful in treating sickle cell disease because it helps to make and store red blood cells. Children with sickle cell disease have red blood cells that break down faster than the average person, and folic acid helps to replace red blood cells. Natural sources of folic acid include leafy green vegetables. Yes, like I always remember when I was a kid, my grandma, she had a collard green garden, so she would always make me collard greens and stuff like that, and like a lot of leafy foods. And I just remember eating like kale. I started eating kale, I would say like around 2013, stuff like that. Black people started looking to other recipes and stuff, and like, okay, this kale, this is good. So like kale, collard, spinach, like all the leafy dark greens, they're very good for you. And it says fruits and dried beans and peas, fortified, added folate. Sources include breads, cereals, flours, pasta, cornmeals, rice, and other grain products. Keep these folate-rich foods in mind when making choices. So they have a list of like other vegetables and stuff. So they have peanuts, avocado, broccoli, romaine lettuce, spinach, strawberries, papaya, asparagus, corn, orange juice, and enriched fortified products. I can say for most of this list, like, I eat these things. I'm not really a big fan of like papaya, but everything else, like, I like. So, and I usually eat that in my diet anyways. But I'm trying to get like a better diet, like going back to eating like less meats, because like I've been going crazy, and I'm like, you need to calm down and like detox your body. So it says tips for easily increasing calories. Helping children with sickle cell meet their high energy needs can be tricky. It's important to know easy ways to help them get the calories they need without depending on junk food. There are high calorie options available that are healthy. Here are a few tips to increase calories. Eat more frequently. Try to get your kids, it says, 3 meals and several snacks. Eating small meals several times a day usually work best. I could say me from when I was a kid, like I used to like to eat a lot. Like I ate a lot. I was still skinny. Like I didn't really start getting thicker until after I had AJ, but like I used to be skinny as a kid. But I used to like to eat a lot, and I still like to eat a lot. But I try to like slow it down. Like I usually like to fast throughout the day in the morning, because I'm not like a big morning person for like breakfast and stuff like that. I usually just fast that, and I start eating like lunch, dinner, snacks in between that, or sometimes I eat really late, which is not a good thing, but hey, what works for me may not work for somebody else, and that's okay. That's just what I do. So it says add more calories to low calorie but nutritious food by adding oil when cooking vegetables or meat, serving peanut butter with bananas. I'm not a big fan of peanut butter like that, only sometimes, or bananas. Apples and celery. Now, peanut butter with apples and celery, yeah, like using gravies and sauces, adding nuts, beans, cheese, dried fruits to salads. I do like that in my salads. Adding almonds and other nuts to cereals, and adding milk to soups, sauces, casseroles, and hot cereal. Then it says choose high calorie food and snacks, avoid empty calories. And so it says instead of drinking soda or sports drink, get your kids to drink water or whole milk or juices. And because the whole milk contains protein, calcium, and potassium, and vitamin D. Me personally, I don't drink milk. I drink almond milk when I use milk. But for AJ, he doesn't drink milk either, because we don't drink milk. So he drinks soy milk, and soy milk has a lot of protein in it. So that's like really good for him. Because I remember when my baby was like little and he was 1, he had some really little legs. And everybody used to be like, y'all need to feed him. Like we really wasn't feeding our child. And I'm like, he's going to have a growth spurt and he's going to be good. Like we like got his diet together. He's been drinking the soy milk and he's like solid. Like AJ's solid. Everybody knows from when he was younger to now, he's very solid now. So yeah, and this has supplements when necessary. So Pediasure, Carnation Breakfast Essentials, and Scan to Shake. I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid, I used to drink a lot of Pediasure, because like I said, I was very skinny, and I think when I was younger, I used to be more of a picky eater. But then after a while, and when I got older, I wasn't as like a picky eater. But I did used to drink Pediasure. I do remember that, and Boost and all that type of stuff, because you know those are like high in proteins. So yeah. So it says ideas for cutting down on cost of food. It says check sale prices, include frozen and canned foods and dry foods, buy in season. When there are specials on fruits and vegetables, buy extra, compare prices among grocery stores, etc. You know, this article is definitely like probably a little old, because we all know it's like inflation is, and nowadays when you buy food, it's like it's going faster than you getting it in the house. Like this is crazy. But you know, hey, it also say you can grow your own stuff. Now that's something I've been wanting to get into, like really activate my green thumb and like grow something and stuff, and actually take care of a plant and grow like a vegetable or a fruit that's in season. I definitely want to do that. I know mango season is coming up in Miami, and I'm so excited because I really want some mangoes. I'm trying to have somebody in my family send me some mangoes, because I remember every year mangoes come in the summertime and we just getting mangoes off the tree, eating them. I used to be eating them always green when they turn yellow, and then when they get to like being like real sweet when they turn orange. But yeah, so that was just some things like in this article that they're talking about. So they have like nice recipes in here, like oatmeal. Ate a lot of that when I was a kid. That's good and high in protein. Egg and spinach casserole, hash brown casserole, baked oatmeal. So they got some nice recipes. I might actually save this for myself so y'all can see. This little mango smoothie. So they got a lot of things in here, but it's definitely important to have like I'll say just like a balanced diet. Like, don't just be eating too much junk food. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I just don't eat junk food. I really don't eat junk food like that. My thing that I like to eat is chips. Like, I like chips, but I really still eat that, and I don't eat a lot of sweets like that either. But every now and then, like when I eat and stuff, I'll be like, oh, I want something sweet after dinner. Yeah, that's me sometimes. But yeah, try to like stay away from eating too much junk food, but like balance it. If you're gonna eat something that's not really that good, try to go back and eat a fruit or something like that, because you know, this is all about like your health, and make sure you can prevent having a crisis or just being unhealthy and stuff like that. Let's just try to like balance everything out, and also drink a lot of water. So I would definitely say that concludes the video. The next video, I think it was like, my idea for that one was to talk about like stories and testimonies with having sickle cell. So be on the lookout for that. I guess I can start like telling, you know, more stories about things I have been through with sickle cell, and like, you know, I know eventually I'm gonna talk about like childhood care, like going to your doctors compared to adult care and stuff like that. It's a huge difference in that. So I'm just ready to dive more into the series, because it's like, it's actually fun. It's making me relearn everything again, which I don't mind, because I have my son, so I'm like, you know, I relearn these things all the time when we go to the doctor for him, but like just for my own personal like knowledge of like relearning everything, because I feel like I'm definitely going to be on the road to like telling my stories and like getting more voices out there in the community of sickle cell. I see a lot of people like who be speaking about sickle cell, they're all on TikTok. Yeah, I know this whole ban situation is going on, so I was like, I want to bring it to YouTube so we can like revamp YouTube up again and really start having more people talk about this on a different platform besides TikTok. But I know it's a lot of warriors on TikTok. Like, I've been watching y'all, like y'all are strong, love y'all, we got this, like hearts for all of us, because only we know like our struggles and the fights that we go through. But it's important to still get this conversation out there and talk about it with other people who may not know about this stuff, because people still really don't know about sickle cell. And it's like, it's crazy, but it's like, I understand like somebody got to be out there speaking on it so people can know. Like, even as far as like getting tested and making sure, you know, you don't want to pass that to your child. Like for me, I wish we would have did the testing, because I didn't even think like my man would even have the trait and stuff like that, but he does have the trait, which is like, wow, we met from 2 different states and then got together, and he still has the trait. And it's so crazy how stuff like that really happened to other people. Like, I watched it on TikTok. So yeah, let's continue to keep having this conversation. Thank you for everybody who's watching me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the support, and let's keep talking about it. Sickle cell will not defeat me, and sickle cell definitely have voices. So shout out to all my warriors, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Love y'all. I've got to do my little hearts, but love y'all. See y'all in the next video.